Welcome back to another episode of Nourish the Mind. If you have been with me for a while, thank you all for your continuous support. And if you're new to this channel, welcome, and I hope that you will stay. Today we're talking about operating from a place of divine timing. So tell me what divine timing means to you. So stay tuned, guys. I will be right back.
Slow down, hold on, take a breath.
So we're talking about operating from divine timing. What does divine timing mean? Divine timing means, well, to me, operating from a place of security, a place of knowing, a place of trust, a place of understanding, and a place of peace. Peace in knowing that something is coming, even though you can't see it. Because the Bible talks about faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So you believe it even before you see it, knowing that it is coming. That's when you operate on God's divine timing. And when you operate from God's divine timing, even if you fall off track, you will always find your way back. When you operate on God's divine timing, even when you fall off track, you will always find your way back, because that was the true path. And when you're operating and you're going towards the true path, no matter where else you end up in life, you'll see that you are lost. You're confused, you're stuck, and that's how sometimes depression comes in. Anxiety comes in, sometimes stress comes into it, because we're not operating from that divinity, that peace, that trust, that knowing. We are far from it. But trust that even though you might be out of alignment, we can always find our way back. Stay tuned. As we know, we are all operating on timing. Everyone is moving with a certain time that they have to work with to get certain things done. But sometimes we can get lost. We can get lost in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of everything. We can get so confused, not knowing where we're going or which direction it is for us to take. But when that happens, sometimes we can sit still in the moment and remember that that divine timing. We can sit still, clear our mind, and sometimes just in that midst of calmness, the answer will come to us. It will tell us that things will happen. It will tell us that everyone is working at their own unique level, and we all have our own different path to follow. And we will all get there on the time that is right for us to get there. So we can lay back and have that trust. We find our way back to that divine place in the stillness of the storm. In all the chaos that's going on, with all the outward drama and all the outward craziness that's going on, we find that divine place right in the midst of the storm, in the calm within. Because whenever you take a breath, take a step back, relax, unwind, let the mind relax, stay still in the moment, that's when you really start to think things through the right way. And that's when the true answers start to come to you. That's when we block out all the outside noises, all the chaos, all the friends telling you different things, all the family member telling you different things, all the news telling you a bag of things. You just block out all of that and you relax in the stillness of. And slowly but surely the answers start to come. Sometimes the answers come in so many different ways, because we all have different paths to take in life. We have our own divine path because we are our own unique and divine being. We're all authentic and unique in our own different way. But that divine timing and that divine way is your path to take. Stay tuned. I like to drop these bits and pieces of video showing workout and doing other things in to tell and show that I'm not just talking about these things. These things I really practice when I talk about having physical health as a priority. This is something that I do practice. And as you see over time, you get better with what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to tune out all the noise and the chaos in this world. Because sometimes when we have all of that noise in our ears and we operate from a place of desperation, we end up getting crashed. We end up running into the next person. We end up making a swing or a turn that was not necessary for us because we're operating out of alignment, out of balance with our true cause and our true value. And as you can see, the more practice you put in, the better you get and the better you will become. Whatever it is that you're passionate about or whatever it is that works for you, the more practice you put in over time, the better you become. And the more you do it, these things become second nature. Giving you guys a perfect example because I love to experiment on myself. That's why I chose videos in of myself in the YouTube, so you can see me not only talking about things that can help people, but you see that I'm doing those very same things that I talk about, because if they can help me, no doubt they can help you. So I'm going to use a little story of mine. One evening I was coming from work. I'm in New York. I was coming from work and I know my train. My train is the 5 train. I was standing there waiting for it. I saw that it had 7 minutes, which seemed kind of long. However, there was a train coming before that one, which is an express train. It was a number 4 train. I didn't know where that train was going, but it was heading in the same direction. And when it came, a lot of people was just rushing onto it. And when I look around me, it had seemed like I was the only one who was going to be there standing. And I never wanted to stand alone. So I went with the crowd. Of course, I went with everybody else on that number 4 train. While that train kept on going, I noticed something, that a lot of the stops that I usually know, they were missing because it's an express train, so it's gonna skip stops. So a lot of them were missing. And not only that, the train was so overly packed. It was crammed. I felt stuck. I couldn't move well. I felt claustrophobic and I felt lost in that moment, because the realization hit me then and there that I wasn't operating from divine timing. Divine timing is when you know that something is already coming, you know, but you just decide to do something out of rush because the wait seemed like it's too long and it's too much. And I realized that now in today's day and age, a lot of people are operating the same way, especially a lot of young people in Jamaica. They're operating from a desperation place. They're operating from this rush place within them. And they're getting lost. They're getting stuck. They're getting confused. And oftentimes they end up losing their life in the process, because divine timing seemed like it would take too long. And it seemed like things are not happening. So they go with the crowd. They go with what other people are doing with, but not everybody's path is meant to be the same. Everybody has their own unique journey. It's just like when you take a flight and you're going somewhere, and the flight will start out with a certain number of people on that same flight. But when you hit the airport, people start to go in different directions. Once you claim custom, people start to go in their different way. It doesn't mean that those ways that they're going is wrong. It means that they have their own unique address, their own unique path to take. So every one of us have our own unique path to take in life. And sometimes when you get lost, you feel stuck, you feel confused, you feel out of it, just take a deep breath. Be still in the moment, knowing that you have your own unique path to take and you have your own divine timing. Everybody have their own timing because everybody have their own path to take. Food for thought, guys. Stay with me. Exercising, guys, has now become a part of my daily routine. It's a part of me now. I can't go through a day that I don't exercise. Otherwise, I feel so much to start my day with a positive attitude, feeling good in my body, feeling relaxed, feeling open, feeling free and ready to receive what is there for me. It feels like driving down a road knowing that all is well, feeling secure in the driver's seat, having that knowing that where you're going, it is your true destination. End of the program. I hope you enjoy it. You see some videos there of people driving, and it's just like that. You could be driving on the expressway, but you're so desperate, you're so late, you're so tired, you're so out of it, and you just want to get where you're going. And because of that, you're not thinking well anymore, and you just either start to speed or you make a wrong swing, and before you know it, it creates more problem than if we had just stayed still in that moment, patient in that moment, knowing that whatever is going on, it too shall pass. Whatever the situation is right now, it's gonna pass. And some things are just out of our control at the moment. So just let it be. What is to be will be. So sometimes things happen like that, guys, and just know that sometimes when we fall off of that unique path, we can always find our way back. We'll get lost, we'll get confused sometimes, we'll get caught up in the drama of life, stress, anxiety, all different type of things, but we can always find ourselves back to that unique path, which is ours. All right, so that's it for the program, guys. I hope somebody learned something, somebody enjoyed something, and see you all on the next one. So for now, peace and love. Have a great time.
Slow down, hold on, take a breath. If I could, I'd make me feel less. Something in my brain causes stress.